But when you play the game of, oh, this is offensive and this needs to be banned and this isn't, as soon as you go into that at all, you're screwed.
Officially back in New York, and today I'm going to go meet up with one of the co-creators of a social media site called minds.com, minds.com. People had told me to sign up for this social media site a long time ago. I did. I didn't see a lot going on with it, but recently more people have been mentioning it, so I went and checked it out, and sure enough, I had 7,000 followers on this site I never used. So I decided to check it out, post some content, and sure enough, there was a great reaction. So I noticed that there's a lot of alternative social media sites, but this one sort of, it's picking up, and that intrigued me. So I hit up the co-creator, Bill Ottman, and I'm going to go right now to meet up with him and learn about how Minds works.
Minds is a free, open source, and encrypted social networking platform that rewards you with reach for being active on it. We had a couple million visit the site in March, probably like between like 750,000 registered, but then it's like there's all different types. Like there's logged out,
registered
there's logged
users
in.
Right,
Right, yeah.
That's what every network, right?
Right.
Like,
Well, no, everyone's bullshitting, to be
course.
honest.
Facebook, we have 1 billion registered users. What does that mean, right? How many of those are bots?
Yeah, millions. I just feel like it's inevitable that there's going to be a network, a decentralized open source network that rises up. And so whether it's us or a combination of us and like a federation of other decentralized networks, it's gonna happen. So like it happened with Wikipedia. Wikipedia destroyed all proprietary encyclopedias. It's in the top 10. And they're a hugely important tool for society. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, so basically you earn points for everything you do. Like when you receive votes, when people comment on your stuff, when you check in, you get 50 points, and 1 point equals 1 view. So you can use your points and boost your content. So if you boost your photo for 1,000 points, you get 1,000 views on your photo. And it's basically this reward system that people are really appreciating because they're finding it actually easier to get a following on Minds than on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even though we have so many less users, but because we're propelling people's content, it's working. We take everything that the top social networks do and invert it. So we have encrypted chat, so we have zero knowledge of the content of user conversations. We obviously care about internet freedom and privacy, like at the core. And then beyond that, yeah, the fact that it's free and open source, so anyone can contribute to the code to make the site better. I mean, that is crucial for the long-term vision. And then, but I mean, the immediate benefit that people are getting is just actually being heard. And we're very anti-censorship, so free speech is huge, and there's clearly major free speech issues going on in the world right now.
Well, let's say somebody starts posting, he starts targeting a user. Someone goes on and keeps just spamming, cussing, racial slurs.
Okay.
Would you intervene in that instance?
Well, they should block. And then if it becomes an illegal situation, then we would take them down.
So your stance is, so long as it's legal,
yes,
it's allowed?
Yeah.
And if a user has a problem with another user, they can block them?
Right.
I mean, that makes sense for any social platform.
It does.
Yeah. Why is that not the case?
Because people are getting offended.
Yeah.
And you look, it's not to say that there are not things to get offended about. But the internet is a ferocious beast that you kind of need to toughen up for if you're going to be living there. But we want to create a safe environment and simultaneously a totally free and open environment. So I think that filtering tools are really important so people can control what they see, block whoever they want. But when you play the game of, oh, this is offensive and this needs to be banned and this isn't, as soon as you go into that at all, you're screwed. Yeah, it's an echo chamber creator. So, and actually that's one of the beauties of Boost as well. So the way that it works is when you boost, every 15 posts in your feed, you'll see a few boosted posts, which is what drives the network. So every 15 posts in your feed, you'll see the boosted posts. And by letting those into your experience, you are like, that is an echo chamber breaker. Because, and now we do want to build tools to allow people to opt out of it potentially, maybe like somehow, but right now it is really what's propelling things, so we're leaving it in.
But people like echo chambers.
They do.
They like having their biases confirmed.
No, and you have the right to be able to control your experience. So if you want to live in an echo chamber, that you should be able to. But it's nice to have the option to not.
So is Minds going to be the platform that finally takes over and replaces the Twitter, Facebook?
I mean, I don't see actually the end game biggest social network being a singular entity, like one ring to the rule of them all. I don't think it should be. So if we could be a part of this network of networks that are sort of intercommunicating, and you don't want a centralized silo to be in control, because everything could get taken out at any second. The data is compromised. So you want it to be distributed. Right now, our architecture is moving kind of from more centralized to decentralized, and we did that because we're seeing, we saw what happened with diaspora, and it was just too scattered. That's what diaspora means. It's like the scatteredness. So, because you need organization. I don't think that we have actually fallen into that camp of being too right or left wing. Like, we have always been pretty diverse in that sense. Lots of artists too, filmmakers, musicians. So, and we've been around for a few years, kind of behind the scenes, doing more like viral media and alternative news stuff. So that helped create a more cross-spectrum core audience before all the free speech stuff started flaring up. And now we're definitely getting a lot of that crowd, which I think is great. I mean, it's the conversation needs to happen. So, I mean, we're encouraging both the right and the left to come. Obviously, you need to have that conversation. And I think the conscious people on both sides want to have that conversation.
Have you done any paid promotion, or is this all word of mouth?
It's pretty much all word of mouth. We've done exchanges with other, some smaller independent media companies with trading posts on pages and stuff, with some pretty big pages, so that's helped a lot. But other than that, yeah, totally word of mouth. And it's, people are finding some of the big people from YouTube, a lot of the skeptic community has taken an interest in Minds, and they're awesome. I mean, they're finding they're getting better reach on Minds than Twitter. And it's like, okay, so if we only have around 1 million users now, what's going to happen? I mean, how much bigger could everybody's reach be as we grow? We've had a very steady curve too. So yeah, it's sort of getting steeper, but for the last 2 years, it's just been steady up the whole time. So we have regular users who are daily active all the time, tens of thousands of them, who are, into it and checking in to get the points so that they can get the views, and we're really embracing and harnessing it. So yeah, the dedicated community is not going anywhere. We just want to be as transparent as possible with all the issues that come at us. So look, as we keep getting bigger, we're gonna start having to make tough decisions too. When people start committing suicide on Facebook Live, that's fucked up. And there's decisions you have to make to deal with these kinds of things, but we're just going to try to stay true to our principles and keep the decisions that we're making public among the community so that we can sort of all help make the decisions together.
If you're not on Minds, I definitely suggest checking it out. You can follow me at Timcast. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Timcast. Click the like button because it really helps. Comment below and let me know what you think. Try out the website and then comment. Let me know what you thought about it. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. I'm getting in a car right now, but stay tuned, more videos every day. I'll see you all tomorrow.